What starts with the letter C? Cookie starts with C. Let's think of other things that starts with C. Who cares about the other things? C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
What? Like I haven't earned it?
Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements on the market. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Monday, July 7th, 2014, and on today's show, Winkler wins in Chicago, Alp Uteri is the best in physique, Jill Lavodi's time has come, Danielle Shem's flipping success, and there can be only one. All that and much, much more only on Muscle in the Morning. This past weekend's IFBB Chicago Pro was a huge success. It marked the return of Ruli Winkler, who took home first place honors and the automatic Mr. Olympia qualification. Finishing in the runner-up spot was the greatly improved Jojo Nidaforo. Issa Obiad snagged third, On Win finished in fourth, and rising star Akeem Williams established himself as a true threat to the pro ranks, finishing fifth. In the 212 division, Charles Dixon dominated the pack, edging out Japan's Hide Yamagishi. A ripped Tricky Jackson had to settle for third. A conditioned but lightly flat Maboya Edwards snagged fourth, and the perpetually underrated Curtis Bryant took the fifth spot. In the women's bodybuilding, Rita Bello, the most ripped athlete in the entire contest, took home the win. Layla Thompson took top honors in the women's physique division. Fiona Harris won the Fitness Pro event, while Sydney Gillen wins tops in figure. For full contest results, photos, winner interviews, make sure to log on to rxmuscle.com. This past weekend, over 75 IFBB Pro cards were awarded at the NPC Team Universe, where rxmuscle.com was on the scene covering all the action in Teaneck, New Jersey. In the men's bodybuilding, 6 men received their IFBB Pro cards, including middleweight and overall champion Artie Caldwell. Christine Woodward, coached by Sarah Long, took home the overall in figure. The gorgeous Mariana Fernandez won the bikini overall. And in the men's physique division, Alp Uteri won Class C and the overall title. Muscle in the Morning caught up with the ecstatic Uteri, and he had this to say, quote, "The feeling I had rushing through me last night was just pure bliss. This past prep lasted around 16 weeks or so. After sitting down with Coach Dan Horton, we were able to change some things around in my diet and ensure I brought my absolute best." The scene of the women's physique division at the NPC Team Universe was another fierce battle, with 10 hard-working women being awarded IFBB Pro cards. Muscle in the Morning spoke with overall champion Jill Lavodi, who was overjoyed after 16 hard weeks of sacrifice and dieting under the tutelage of IFBB Pro Juan Morel. Lavodi had this to say, quote, "This prep really took it back to basics. I work with Juan Morel at Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym, and we did just everything old school, from the diet to the workouts. We did everything from MMA fighting and kickboxing to iron and cardio. When things weren't dialed in, we switched to fish and asparagus. When I was announced the winner, it all came together." Catch Jill this week on Heavy Muscle TV show, live this Wednesday, July 9th at 8 p.m. For many fans, the most entertaining division to watch in the NPC IFBB is fitness. From gymnastics to dance to strength moves, the competition is always fierce at the amateur and pro level. This past weekend's NPC Team Universe saw 6 ladies earn IFBB Pro status. Meanwhile, RX Muscle caught up with overall champion Danielle Shem, who was still on cloud 9 several hours after the competition. Quote, "Winning the overall is still unreal to me. This was my first year competing and just my 3rd show. I actually won both the figure and fitness overall at this year's NPC Emerald Cup, and then I worked my ass off through July to make sure I was going to be a contender at the Fitness Nationals. I'd like to thank my boyfriend Kyle. He sacrificed a great deal and I love him so much, and my posing and routine coaches Tangi Johnson and Vico Newman." And finally, for those of you out there who've been following the industry insiders debate as to who's the greatest physique photographer in our business, J.M. Manion, aka the mastermind of the top secret society, PIT, PIT, made the final decisive decision this past weekend at the NPC Team Universe.
There can be only one.
Bins!
Sorry, Dan Ray. Sorry, Isaac Hines. There can be only one Bins. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. Brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements on the market. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. And for full quotes and Muscle in the Morning bonus features, join Muscle in the Morning's official Facebook page. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook.